We're back for Beyond the Fairways with Simon Majdulski, the Director of Rules and Handicapping at Golf Australia. And Simon, one of the most common things around a green is to find that your ball is in line with a tap cover when you're just off the green. What's the rule there?
Mark, I guess the first thing here is that we're talking about a local rule. So if a player is impeded by an immovable obstruction close to the putting green, and they're not actually sitting in the immovable obstruction and their stance isn't being impeded by the immovable obstruction, the player can't just assume that the rule does apply. They need to actually check the local rules on the back of the card in order to see if relief may be available. If the immovable obstruction is within 2 club lengths of the green and the ball is within 2 club lengths of the immovable obstruction, and the immovable obstruction is on the player's line of play, then the player is entitled to relief.
So quite often we see that a ball might be 6 or 8 metres away from a tap cover and your opponent or your playing partner might seek relief. The answer there is a no.
That is absolutely correct. So Mark, to illustrate the point here, the first criteria we're working through is the sprinkler head within 2 club lengths of the green? Well, here's the edge of the green, so clearly it is. Our next criteria is the ball within 2 club lengths of the sprinkler head? So measuring the 2 club lengths, again, yes, it clearly is. Third criteria, is the sprinkler head on our line of play? Yes, again it is. So the player's entitled to relief in this particular instance. So what we're doing now is working out where the nearest point of relief is. Now the nearest point of relief, where the sprinkler head will no longer be impeding on our line of play, is right here. Now with this local rule, an unusual feature is that you don't actually get an additional club length from the nearest point of relief. What we have to do is just pick the ball up and drop it right on the nearest point of relief. The ball here has rolled a slight distance, but it's rolled less than 2 club lengths. The sprinkler head's no longer on our line of play, so that ball's back in play.
So Simon, in this instance, the ball is actually in the tap cover and that's a different rule situation.
Yeah, that's right. We don't need to worry about the local rule in this case. The ball is in the tap cover, so the rule of golf, Rule 24.2, applies. And what 24.2 says is that we find our nearest point of relief, which is going to be just here, and then we'll get a club length from that point. So with the ordinary rule of golf, we actually do get the full club length option for relief.